A very good morning to one and all. I, Ruby Gill, with great joy and immense exultation, welcome you all on the behalf of Lovely Professional University for today's webinar on the topic Successful Career Options After Graduation in Fine Arts and Multimedia. But before we commence, I would like to introduce our speakers of the day. Dr. Pavitra Prakash Singh, Professor in Management, Dean, School of Social Sciences and Languages. A vigorous and zestful personality, he has a rich experience and diverse experience of 26 years in industry with entrepreneurial experience and teaching and research. In his career, he has undertaken more than 162 academic and 7 consultancy projects. He has presented more than 50 research papers in various national and international conferences and seminars. To his credit, 27 books and 40 research papers are there in Scopus. For his excellent contribution, he has been honored with Manufacturing Association Faridabad Award 2014 by Honorable Governor of Haryana and Bharat Vidya Shromani Award 2011 from India Solidarity Council, New Delhi. He has visited many countries like Tanzania, Sri Lanka, etc. for academic and research purposes. Also, he is a proud member and chairman of various boards and committees. Sir, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am.
I would also like to welcome Mr. Sandeep Kumar Singh, Head, Department of Multimedia, Lovely Professional University. A dynamic professional with 17 years of expertise in the animation industry since 2005. While channelizing his creative energy into the animation education vertical of the industry, he has contributed to the success of some of the biggest brands like Mac, Aztec, Reliance Animation, Framebox Animation, Picasso Animation, etc. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. I humbly welcome our industry expert, Mr. P.C. Vishwanathan, graduated from Madras University and successfully completed his master's from Picasso Animation College. He is currently working as department head of Studio 56 Private Limited, Bangalore. His expertise lies in character animation and team management. To his credit, he has worked with the big brands like Kung Fu Food, Baiju's, Jungle Book, Mia and Me, and many more other big names for video editing, sound editing, graphic designing, visual, and story development. Talking about technical skills, he is brilliant in Maya, Photoshop, Illustrated, After Effects, Premiere Pro, etc. So thank you so much for joining us today. Additionally, I would like to welcome our admission expert, Mr. Anubhav Kalia, Senior Officer and Secretary in Charge, Lovely Professional University. Engineering graduate with Electronics and Communication, he further pursued a degree in Management in the field of Marketing and International Business. He has a rich experience of around 9 years in multiple domains, including career counseling, marketing, training, and quality assurance. He is currently working with Lovely Professional University and taking care of various domains, including Department of Tie-ups and Department of Communications. So today, we'll discuss about fee structure, eligibility, scholarship, and infrastructure of the university. So attendees, be with us till the end of the session because you will be saving a lot of money after hearing it. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. So now we'll begin with today's webinar. So over to you, sir, for the content of the day.
Thank you, Ruby. Thank you for such a good introduction. I do not know whether I deserve it or not, but you spoke very well and spoke highly of us, all of us. Thanks from my side, Sandeep and Anubhav's side, and our industry expert will also join. I'm extending my warm thanks from him to you in advance. And today we are over here together. We are over here gathered to understand something about the field of gaming, entertainment, and arts, and what are the successful careers after doing or graduations in field of multimedia or fine arts. Multimedia as such is a broken word, is a total word which if we try to break it into two parts is multimedia. So it's multimedia kind of a thing where we are talking about in today we'll be talking about graphics, gaming, animation as such, and definitely there is an industry pipeline around it. We must have seen that kids are crazy these days about games. So in games only, many things we'll get to know, like Mario was there, console-based games was there, then in Nokia, Snake game was there, then we had seen the Ludo kind of a games. So the trends of games are changing, and how the arts, the fine arts have changed over a period of time. So today we'll try to see what are the trends, and then my dear friend Sandeep will try to peep into what different careers uh, emerging fields provide to these students. So Sandeep sir, can I move to the next slide, please? Next. So history of gaming and animation and other things can be discussed, but today I'd like to discuss something about gaming. So gaming, if you try to see, we have moved in from arcade console based to VR kind of a thing, where we are actually having an immersive experience of being a character in the game, and we are wearing the VR kind of virtual. We are going virtual in virtual reality and other things. The same things you can see movies like Mission Impossible, when a person or Johnny Reborn, this English Johnny Reborn, famous Mr. Bean's movie was there, where you can see that he was actually a character into the game. Then there was another movie by name Police Story, featuring Jackie Chan, which was talking about how the Chinese people or how the people of Chinese origin are so fascinated about movies. So basically, those were the times when I am talking about the virtual reality, when we are actually a character into the game. So we had seen the gaming have moved in from arcade, console, handheld, PC. Then we are seeing mobile. We can see all the motion graphics or all the kind of a racing games in over there. When we tilt the phone, the car also tilt or the bike also tilt. The kind of a simulation game we see in different malls. When we sit, we tilt it. The screen also tilt the simulation. So gaming has evolved over a period of time from arcade to virtual reality. Different games are there, different we started recalling it from Pong to Mario to League of Legends to Fortnite and whatnot kind of games we had seen in over here. Next slide, please. And it's not confined to one particular geographical locality. It is throughout the world, starting from North America to China, to Africa to Europe. So all the continents, all the countries have touched the era of gaming increase or multimedia increase or fine arts increase or arts increase. So why I'm discussing this? I'm discussing this when the games have increased, when the geographical presence of those games have increased in different geographies. Definitely there needs to be a supply side. That means if a demand is from the consumer, then there need to be a supply. That means supply means there is a career option, and there is a huge career option. We are seeing the volumes of around 300,000 billions kind of thing by 2025. So that's an enormous potential for a market to grow. That is an enormous scope for a student to have a career into it. Can we move to next, please, sir? Next slide, please. AR visual, AR, VR, we see the growth is there. Growth across all the aspects. So gaming is not only for entertainment. Gaming is also for so many other industry. Hospitality takes care of, uh, the cinema takes care of it, the entertainment take care of it, the media, all kind of news and the entertainment channels take care of it, medical industry takes care of it. That means you will find the gaming has an application in almost all the sectors of industry, all the sectors of economy, all the industries of sector. Whether it is from agriculture, if we are talking about how engine is developed, if it is a car, if it is a tractor, if it is a truck, how a particular engine moves, what are the movements kind of a thing. So multimedia and gaming will try to see that if this goes wrong, what happens, if this happens, what happens. So all kind of a permutation combination in the form of simulation. As we are playing a game, it's nothing, game is nothing but a simulation. So when the industry finds, when this particular domain finds its application into so many are discussing industry, that means a huge scope is there. So that's the point we are discussing, that how increasing, how platform wise it has increased, how different sectors it is having its presence, different industries it is having its presence. Sandeep, next slide, please. Sandeep, next slide. Sandeep, next slide. Next slide, Sandeep.
यहाँ पर सर नेक्स्ट ही था वो.
So we are seeing नहीं ठीक है ये वो it's moving pretty slow. Cross platform games, we are talking about that the same game is available at different platform, whether it is PlayStation, whether it is Xbox, whether it is console based, whether it is PC based, whether it's mobile based, or whether it is a different platform where we can cast or screen, so cast or app. So many avenues are there. That means not only the gaming as such, but gaming presence across the different platforms. That means the same game has to be developed across different platforms. Then when I'm talking about different platform, huge employability, huge scope of growth, huge scope of domain, huge acceptability is also over there. All these games which we are seeing on the right hand side, these are mixed, which are available on different cross platforms of gaming. Can we move to the next slide, Sandeep sir? Multiplayer gaming. Earlier, the animation, multimedia, or the gaming was a single source, single player. Now we can sit across or in our home and across a territory, across a boundary, across another home. There is another player who is sitting and trying to compete with us. So isolation is taken away over here. The charm of competition is there. So that means acceptability of game has further increased. So what with each slide or each point I'm trying to say, the growth of gaming industry is huge. So these are emerging trends in the gaming industry which are going to create opportunity for the budding students to have a career, whether it is in the form of a storyboarder, a character design, a coding, UI UX kind of a thing, or a gaming kind of a thing, or a concept kind of a thing. And then we are talking about modeling and texturing and other things, rigging. Sandeep will explore those points further into our presentations. These are when we are talking about, earlier it was only time pass. When we were playing game, it was only to pass the time. It was to have a solace that I have won it. But now we are playing to earn it. So that's another platform that people are more allured into it. Daily we are seeing IPL is going on, that there is a cricket 11 or a team 11. This is Saurabh Ganguly's team, this is Tendulkar team, this is someone else's team. So what we are talking about, that people are trying to make a team. And they are trying to make a team and they are trying to win the prize out of it. So earlier it was only the winning. Now it is the money also associated. So the stakes in the gaming industry goes very high. Next slide, please. These are different trends. Metaverse, Facebook has changed to Meta. So they are talking about a virtual. Recently we have talked about buying the virtual space. The virtual world is there for a sale. So people are selling virtual world. They are connected. They are owning a house. They are owning a car over there. They are owning a intangible asset in over there. So what we are talking about? We are talking about Sandeep. What we are talking about? We are talking about that the game horizon has increased from one platform where we were talking about tangible. Now when I'm discussing about meta, I'm talking about intangible platform. That all the different renowned uh, companies have started their own app stores in the form of Apple or Google or few others. And last one, the trend is gamers are going to be spoiled for choice. Why? Because there are number of games available for a particular person to choose from. Next one, please. The same way when I'm talking about the animation, there are a number of different trends in fine arts also which have increased. The arts. Earlier, what happened that if I have to make a artwork, I have to go and sell it. What has happened in the next slide, Sandeep will show us. Sandeep sir, that now sitting in our home at our convenience, we can go in for online viewing. That means there is an artwork in one gallery. I do not have the time to go over there. I do not have the resources to go over there, but I wish to enjoy that kind of artwork. So what is available to me? Available to me is online viewing. Not online viewing. Move to the next slide, Sandeep sir. There is online sale also available. So I can purchase the same thing through online processes also. So next slide, please. Art and science is coming together. Earlier we say people are artists are only creative, but now scientists are also coming in. The Getty Foundation, which is trying to have its exhibition of 2024, they are trying to bring in the artists, the scientists from NASA, from other Nobel laureate. They are going to come and try to create something good for humanity, good for people. That how the science and the art has mixed. We often say a sculpture, a skeleton. Now skeleton is used by a medical practitioners to explain what are the different parts of the body, but who is making it? Actually it is being made by an artist who is a sculptress. So art and science is coming together these days. You will see when I'm talking about art and science, the same way the science and animation is also coming together. Science and multimedia is also coming together. We are seeing that if I am running on a treadmill, I need to use an app of certain kind of a thing. If I am running, then my mobile is having an app. If I am running, then my mobile needs to have an app of music. So many things are interrelated over there. How the aesthetic work, how the science works, how the different amalgamation of multimedia works. So these are the trends of the time. Next slide, please. Earlier, the auctions of the artwork used to be by only the auction houses. But now what has happened? The galleries are saying, why to pay a commission to art galleries? Why to pay a commission to auction houses like Sotheby or others? They are selling their own products in own houses like Pace, Gagosian, Octavilla. They have set up their own galleries and they are trying to sell the artwork by themselves. So what is happening when they are going to sell their own artwork? Art galleries are very particular. The auction houses are going to buy only small pieces or only prestigious pieces or only limited number of pieces. But what galleries are? Galleries, people will go to buy artwork. So there need to be a huge demand of a huge supply of that artwork. So what is this going to do? This is going to increase the demand of capable artists in over there. When the demand of purchase is there, then definitely demand of supply needs to be there. So galleries competing with auction houses, what has happened? That it has given a huge scope for the galleries, for the students to have such kind of a careers in arts. Please move further. The artists are free now. They they are not supposed to find out the traditional ways of doing the things. They need to go and find out a way to do the things differently. Like in this slide, it's go green. Move to next slide, please. I'll explain them. Move to next slide. This is the choice of material. Next slide, please. This is surrealism. That means artist is free whether he has to choose what kind of a. Now I'll explain. One student was there with us 2 or 3 years back in fine arts. What he did, we were doing a traditional metal casting kind of a process. And traditional metal casting is that a wax model needs to be there, a wax preparation needs to be there, then the model needs to be, then the metal needs to be casted in over there, then it creates a metal casting kind of thing. What he did, he melted the metal and he brought in certain small rubber balls. He put them into a bucket of water and pour the metal into it. What happened because of those balls, what happened when the metal was being poured, the metal was having small spaces, blank spaces, vacant spaces in between. So what it created a marvelous piece. So the last 2 slides which I was talking about, the artist is free now. He do not have to find out a way traditionally. He can go untraditional. He can create his own way of creating the work and art. Surrealism is definitely going to stay into market. Next one. Next one, Sandeep. High piece. We are seeing the countries are mixing, the cultures are mixing, the pop culture is there. So what will happen? The traditional goes out? No. This is the fineness of artist. He will try to keep the traditional also and try to mix it with pop culture as depicted by the doll showed in over here, which is a mix of traditional as well as the mixing of pop culture, how pop culture has influenced. So art has to find out its own way. Creativity is not going to be stopped. Everyone is creative, every artist is creative. So what has happened because of so many opportunities, what has happened that the supply needs to be there. So artists need to be there with different kind of a supply, or artists need to be there with their own creativity. Next slide, please. This is the last slide which I'll be showing. Sandeep, next slide. Where we were talking about that previous one. Sandeep, the earlier one. The artists need to be earlier the artwork or multimedia, the Britishers had controlled. The English language has controlled. The earlier slide, Sandeep. But now what is happening? The bilingual kind of things are there. That means sitting in India, I can't, majority of Indians might not understand English, or many of, majority is a wrong word, but many of Indians might not understand English. So how to make them understand what is the artwork? So what is happening is Duolingo, multilingual kind of things are there. That vernacular, going to artisans who are young, who are unknown, who are willing to take risks, they are given space in the artwork. So these are the different trends which from multimedia or gaming domain or the fine arts domain which are going to give impetus for the further growth into the field. Now I'll invite my friend Sandeep to explain that if these are the things, what is that in our at our LPU, what is that we are doing and how we are trying to groom the young budding artists and entrepreneurs in the field of multimedia and fine arts. Over to you, Sandeep ji, please.
Thank you for the elaborated details. So I will take the audience through the next slides. Friends, because vision and mission are very important and critical part of any organization, because that's how other will understand what we stand for and how further we would like to go. So our vision and mission are very clear. We want to become a benchmark institution which is recognized for the grooming artist. So just 1 second, let me hide this. Yeah. So because we don't want to follow the benchmarks for the excellence in the industry, we want others to follow the benchmark that we are setting up for the excellence of education. So these benchmarks are related to the creative styles, output, and obviously can make a mark in the international arena. Uh, for the mission of our institution is to improve the academic and professional guidance through constant exploration in teaching practices and experimental learning, as well as in the research also, because research is a major part of any, I would say, non-creative and creative both, but in terms of creative industry, unless and until you understand what will not work, you will not understand what will work in the best way. So research is very important part. Also cultivating conceptual, aesthetic, and technical skills coupled with creative visualization, innovative design, and expressive artwork in multiple mediums means we do not want students to restrict to one medium that you can do only in 3D or you can do only in 2D. You can explore the medium. It can be sand animation, it can be clay animation, it can be paper animation, stop motion. So choose the medium whatever you would like to go on, and you can express your creativity in all the mediums. Also maximizing exposure through workshops, exhibitions, and participations in competition at national and international level. That's very important because unless until you understand what's going on in the international industry, so once you go to the job, because nowadays the jobs are global, so you won't be able to work as per with the standard of the international organizations. So it's very important to always improve your skills or keep participating in the competitions and everywhere. So that will help you to grow in the career. If we talk about the ranking of a university, as per the ATAL ranking, we have been ranked 3 in the self-financed in the private university category. As per the Times Higher Education Impact ranking, we have been ranked 2 in India and top 200 universities in globally. So that's second in India, I believe, is very high achievement. As per NIRF ranking 2021, LP is ranked amongst top 100 Indian universities and colleges. And last but not the least, as per the G ranking, we have been ranked 11th best university in terms of placement. So we have 100% placement. The only limit is the sky. As much as students want to earn, they can earn, because all the infrastructure, all the skills related requirements are fulfilled with this. If I talk about some of the work of the student have done, this is the work, one of the work the student have done for the low poly modeling. As you see, the game environments are there. Game spaceship is there, which is composite through the background, which is the real one. As you can see, that is the bottom right artwork here. We also have different kind of 3D works. Yeah, as you can see the look and feel, because look and feel is something which defines how your scene is going to be look like. You want to make it as an exciting scene. You want to make it as a I would say sad scene. You want to make as an emotional scene. So look and feel is very important. That is visible through these artworks. So same for the UI UX thing. You can see some screens are designed for different apps and websites. Deep Root is there. So these are some of the glimpses that students have done. Entire work is done through the students only. It's not, no faculty have or any exterior help has been taken. It's just students and student work. So you can also think that you will be able to achieve to this level of work someday, obviously by keep doing the hard work. If I talk about the painting, we have traditional painting in fine arts. We have digital medium where artists will do the conceptualization on paper and then work on the software with the help of pen tab and software PC, where they can create the artwork whichever they come across in their mind. We have applied arts. In the applied arts section in fine arts, we have campaign design, we have typography and calligraphy, we have motion graphics and audiovisual communication, we have digital and manual illustrations that can be used for book illustrations, comic book strip, editorials also. So multiple ways are there to to showcase your creativity. We have sculpture, as you see, the clay modeling is there, fiber casting is there, metal casting is there, wood carving is there, stone modeling is there. So in the upcoming slides, we will be going through the different types of fine arts artwork, as well as the multimedia or gaming industry also. So if I talk about the highlights of the fine arts, we have been sponsored by the state and central government art camps. Also, we have done 500 plus artifacts through the art gallery and art museum. We have terracotta and metal casting, as well as ceramic furnace with us. We have well equipped with a photography and printmaking labs. We have spacious painting and sculpture studios. We have option of opting for minor and major specialization. So whatever you want to go as a main skill of your career, or where you want to go as supporting skill of in the career. So these are the major and minor specializations. So those areas will be defined now after some time. If I go over the highlight of fine arts, we have industry-oriented portfolios. We have research and innovation, 400 plus copyrights that we have got. We have art work created in a semester, that 900 plus artwork in a one semester. That's quite an achievement been created. And we have students participating in national and international exhibition. There are 75 plus. We have 5 lakhs plus earning for the student through awards and scholarship. We have 25 practical and lecture studios. We have 13 faculties who are from industry as well as in the academics. So you get a right mix of right balance of in the instructions from the faculty. In the multimedia, as the core strength goes, we have well-framed and updated curriculum, because curriculum is something which defines how do we study. Pedagogy define how you are being delivered some particular lecture, and pipeline is being followed rigorously, because industry pipeline is something anywhere you go you have to follow pipeline, because there you will work on the team. Here you might be working as an individual, but when you go to the industry you will work as a team. So you should be able to understand the pipeline, how the industry works, what are the steps one by one, what comes after, what comes before. So that is very important thing to learn. So we have made sure that it is completely followed and completely visible through our curriculum. So our courses are 90% plus practical, because we have only 10% courses which are theoretical, because theory is important to understand the principles and basics foundations. So once the foundation is clear, then we jump on to the practical aspect, and most of our courses are, our subjects are practical based. Also, we have foundation strength on the drawing, sketching, creative thinking, design process in terms of UI UX. We have a very unique concept of earn value learn. That's I want to emphasize, because that will come as a glimpse in next slides also. So we have earn value learn concept when you are studying in your university over here. As second year onwards, you will be given some projects through the freelancing website where you have to earn some money. So initially students are not very happy, because they think that it's very tough job to get some work from outside while learning in the university. But it has been observed, and we have seen multiple times, once you get a taste of this, you always go for that. I want to earn more and more money through the freelancing work. So the benefit which has over the other institutions is you do not have to wait to pass out to get hands on the industry level work. While studying over here also, you can do the freelancing work. You get the knowledge as per the standard. You get to deliver what the clients are requiring. Clients require in the industry, be it Indian companies, be it outside companies. So you get the work through the freelancing websites, and you get paid money for that. So we have kept 30% work, 30% project we have to complete through the freelancing work. So we have particular targets, that how many dollars, how much money you have to earn through those projects courses. So that has been useful for all the students, and believe me, many students have paid off their fees also. So you might, I would say, you will not become like a financial responsibility for parents. You can pay up your fees also. So many students have earned lots of money through this particular concept. uh, I took more time to describe this earn value learn practice because that's a major part of our curriculum. Also, we have active internships and placement support. We have been pushing students to participate in the national and international competitions like 99 Design, Talent House, Freelancer.com. So there you always be as per the industry standard. You know what is happening in the industry, and once you go to the industry as a job after you complete the course, you will not feel unfamiliar with the hard work, with the quality of work, because you have been doing already while you were in the university itself. So we have two programs in the PG level, postgraduate level. One is M Design Multimedia, 2 year with a specialization. Second one is a MSc Design Multimedia, 2 year, that also with a specialization. So majorly two programs are there. Both the programs are recognized worldwide for research purpose also. So specializations are in graphic 3D assets, VFX, and 2D and 3D animation for these two courses. If I talk about the fine arts, we have MFA, that's 2 year with the specialization, and areas are painting, applied arts, and sculpture. And you can see the glimpse of painting, sculpture, and applied art screenshots artwork over here. If I talk about the labs and studios, we have, you can see there's a big list of the work, and on the right hand side you see the screenshots of the labs. Also, we have drawing studio, concept art, clay studio, classical animation, acting studio, graphic studio, gaming studio, computer lab, VFX studio, project studio, sorry, resource room where you have the cameras and lenses and all the equipments. We have a audio video hall also for the conferences and seminars. In fine arts, we have a large level of large detail, or say large array of the cameras and the lenses. We have reflectors, we have all the lenses, we have soft cube box also, we have backdrop, tent box. As per the sculpture studio concerned, we have wood carving chisels, we have rotators, we have live sport model rotator, we have portrait stand, live stand, hand grinder, drill machine, air compressor, terracotta ceramic kiln, metal casting, stone chisel. So all the variety of equipments are available for your uses, just to make your mark in the industry. We also have etching press, aquatin box, and hot plate, plate cutter, big roller. We have dark room. We have lithography machine. We have etching press advanced, screens exposing box also. So all the printmaking equipments that you can see on the screenshots as a glimpse in the right hand side. In a painting studio, we have iron chisel, donkey chairs, drawing board, movable cupboard. So wherever you want, you can work, and you can change the direction also. You can change the angle as per your convenience for the artwork, for the painting purpose. In applied arts, we have workstations with latest software, internet connectivity, A3 size scanner. We have printers, airbrushes with compressor. It's very important part, job profile, because that defines how would you be working, what profile or what will be your post while you're working in the industry. So we have a large area of the, we can see we are covering a large area of the post or the profile that you are working. You can work as a 3D animator, 3D modeler, digital made painting artist, texturing artist, graphic artist, web designers, audio video editors. You can edit the films and short films and some web series also. As an editor, you can work as a compositor, you can work as a visualizer, layout artist, character artist, match mover, roto artist, content developer, entrepreneurship. While doing the freelance, slowly you can grow to the level of entrepreneurship also. So you can start your own venture with this way. We have a profile of UI designer that's very hot nowadays in the industry. Our recruiters are here. As you can see, almost all the companies are which are famous are present and have been regularly recruiting from us. So we have DQ, We have Rockstar, Green Gold, Technicolor, MPC, Amazon. We have D Square, Capgemini, Gray. So all the companies are Tech Mahindra, like all these corporate companies are there. So we have been placing our students regularly through our campus drives to these companies. If I talk about placement offer, we have Siddhant Tiwari in the graphic that's got package of 8.5 lakhs per year in a lens card as a brand experience designer. We have Tanar Arora who got a package of 7.8 lakhs per year in Lollipop Design as associate senior UX designer. So these are some of few of the placements that the students have been getting. As I was talking about the earn value learn, this student Rajat Saini started with the freelancing purpose only, and he earned more than 1 crore in 4 years. So after getting the success by doing the freelancing, he started his own venture called Q Animo, and he has been creating explainer video. So he is a kind of job source also. He has been sourcing different students, different talent throughout our own university also and outside also to build up his team. His area of expertise is explainer video. So just this is just an area. There's just an example that you also can be there and can achieve all these heights. If you talk about the placements and achievement, we have students with a photo that you can see. We have, like I was talking about the companies, you can see their names also. We have Kiran Dinsa, Akash Deep is there, Utkarsh is there, Evin Job is there, who have been working in all the leading companies in the industry. This is a glimpse of the freelance work live project that students have been doing, and they started as a part of earn value learn concept. As you see, 70 to 72 lakhs for Rajat. Karan Soni is 30 lakhs, Vishal Gupta is 20 lakhs, and Shivans is 10 lakhs 50,000. So all these figures are not just for writing it; they have earned this money, and they have been doing continuously hard work through the freelancing and offline clients to achieve these figures. Our students have been working in the international projects also. GTA, one student has worked as a Manisha. Pushpam has been working as a 3D animator for Godzilla. Lawrence has worked as an animator, facial animator, and Red Dead Redemption 2. So these are the some of few. It's not like all. These are few of the projects that students have worked as a artist. If I go about the fine arts, we have applied arts, we have sculpture, we have painting. There you can work as advertising agency person, print houses, signage companies, magazine and newspaper publishing houses. We have the packaging industry also, in-house graphic design services. We have art galleries and museum there you can work. We have art direction, art illustration as a concept artist, production designer, and modeling. If you go talk about the sculpture area, you can work as a set designer, art curator. You can work as a 3D character designer also, or ornament modeler also. So these are the major profile that students have been going. And this is not the only the list. There are many other areas which are daily, which are always and every day they are growing. They are coming up new areas where you can definitely make your mark. We have live projects in the industry where you open a pathway for the student for the real-time marketplace, project management, and clients. Because by doing this, you can see the work which is being done by the students on the wall painting. So these creative work can be done. This is the place. This is the wall of the university where the wall painting is being done by the student. So people or student do live projects in the industry. They are same thing like I talk about multimedia department in fine arts. Also, we have live projects where you can earn handsome amount by undertaking various industry projects. This is a few example of the work that has been done on the wall by the students over here. This is the two sculptures are created with the benches, APJ Kalam and Albert Einstein. That is inside the university campus being created by the fine arts department students. This is few of the example of live projects by Akash and Faiz Ahmed. Then again, some more sculptures are there. That's all inside the university campus. So once you visit the campus, you can always have a look about the sculptures. Then we have achievements. Students have been participating in offline and online competitions like Tokyo International Photography Awards, National Painting Workshop, State Painting Workshop, Dada Saheb Phalke Special Jury Awards. These are the achievements that students have been able to achieve. AIU National Kala Academy Scholarship, and we have been awarded 500 plus copyrights on concept art and visualizations. And students have been involved in different art symposiums also. They have written research papers and book chapters and research papers in reputed journals. Some of the glimpse again for the achievements by our students. And this is a workshop that students have been going to on and off the field and working national Dokra sculpture workshop that was sponsored by UP State Kala Academy. Few of our students who have received the scholarships. Rajinder Kaur got 2.2 lakh scholarship, and Amit Jot got 1.2 lakh scholarship from Kala Academy. So again, some symposium examples where students go with the metal art scarp symposium. Some of the packages that students have been getting. Student Kajal is working with the C Spranja, Dilip is working with the LOC Dream Walker coaching, Vasudev is again in Spranja, Sumit Kumar editing Hub Private Limited, then Tess Gurgaon. Again, some students have got a government job also, like Ram Jetar, Ramya Ari. They have got role of assistant professor in the Art History Punjab University and Central University of Madhya Pradesh also. Few of government jobs in school that students have got: Kuljit, Naren Walia, Charanjit Kaur. Some of like the multimedia, some of the recruiters that we have in fine arts are Amazon, Ed2 Pro, Chandigarh News, Advisor, East Pranja, Code Brew. So these are the regular companies that have been coming to our campus and hiring our students. Again, some example of the artwork from the entrepreneurship company called Patilipi. So all these artwork sample that you see are been created by the students. And with this, I would like to thank you for the information that you have received, and you have graced the webinar with your presence. So thank you very much from my side. I hope I am visible to everyone.
Thank you, sir, for such an engaging and informative presentation. And now we'll quickly move to our industry expert. And we would like to have a little conversation with him.
Yes. Let me see where he is. Hello, Viswanathan ji, how are you? Due to some technical problem, he is not able to join through the camera, I believe. Some technical problem.
Yeah. Sorry that I have joined late, and thank you for waiting.
Okay, no problem. Vishwaji, I just want to know, like, since you are an industry working as a department head, what are the new tools that are coming up in the industry so that we can train our students in those areas?
New tools, as in
new tools,
what
like,
is
for
it?
example, in 3D animation, or let's say in graphic designing, any new tools are coming up that you think that students should be already well versed before they join the companies?
No, that's whatever the students for learning in the institutes, they are not the same tools are being used, and it's like what according to the projects they have an updation of those versions. That's it, and there are no new tools like say if students are learning 3ds Max, here also they are using 3ds Max. They are using Maya, here also they are using Maya. Nothing differs except the studio has their own plugins and those things, which I don't think in any college it can be brought in, because industrial standards are different, but the basic what it has been educated in the colleges, they are doing it well, and that's how it is. Yeah.
For example, I just give you one brief example. Like for example, 3D character animation. People say that the motion capture is being very useful. So how about that? What do you think about the use of motion capture and the role of a keyframe animator in it?
Yeah, the thing is, that's what like in 3D animation, motion capture is used in different projects, and even the character animation done by the animator manually is done in various studios. It depends on the projects and how the studio is brought up. Say, my past studios like Eccentrics and Studio 56 has what manual way of animating things in a semi-automated or what semi-realistic way, where the animators have to do all those things. Right now, I am into technicolor gaming. So here, what they have done is they are using mocap. It's depends on the projects, the gaming thing. Even in games, what cartoony or semi-realistic cartoony, everything counts. Few games need what realistic way. That's how it is. And in Studio 56, one of a project, and in Eccentrics also one of a project named Mia and Me has mocap, and initially. The thing is, the client needs a mocap thing. That's why what all the motion capture has been done and shipped. What then it's been exchanged to Maya. In the Maya, everything has been fine tuned. That's what depends on the project we are working, the studios we are working, and how they opt it also. Studio 56 is not into too much of what mocap and those things. They won't take this one because it's a smaller studio, but they do what good stuff related to the manual animation. But the things which are there is like for semi-realistic and the manual animation. Nowadays they are using what Maya mostly they are using, but newly they have Blender software, and they are also what doing animation with motion builders and 3ds Max. 3ds Max, 3ds Max animation is famous for gaming stuff, and motion builders are useful for mocap and those things. And but you can also animate in motion builder, then you can bring it to Maya, because in motion builder few things are what very easy. The rigging and those things are a bit easier than in Maya. And in Maya is like what Wikipedia or encyclopedia, which is huge. Previously, motion builder was a part of what Maya, but right now it has its own what value.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you for the answer. And Vishwaji, tell me, what are the future scope for metaverse that NFT we have been hearing metaverse is coming up. So, what is the actual scope for the industry in metaverse and NFT? Any insight that you can give?
Actually, metaverse and FT, if you can brief me, that's what I can't able to get that one. If you can brief me in that, I'll explain you what it is. No, I'm asking if you can brief me.
NFT, because people have been earning good money also through the NFT artworks.
Okay. Okay. You're telling about the industrial work and the freelancing ones.
Right.
No, I'm just saying, are you asking about the industrial and the freelancing work?
Yeah, I'm talking about, like, for example, somebody we have been hearing that metaverse is coming in a big way. So how is it, first of all, is it going to affect the industry, or is it going to open the new avenue for the industry in the artwork section? Is
No,
it going to be
actually,
something different than we have been doing?
No, I don't think so, because that's what not everyone has changed to that platform, right? Still,
Hmm.
uh, that's what still people like what, say for example, there are different type of genres in the movies.
Hmm. Hmm.
Same
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
that, even people taste have are different. Yeah, whatever the what movie which uh, we bring through animation, few adults
Hmm.
don't like animation movie at all. They don't want that one. They just
Hmm.
want to
Hmm.
see
Hmm.
this one. And whatever what the huge content which we are bringing, even the children are liking it.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So that's how it is. So if we go in a game phase, or if we go in what this one like motion capture or traditional VR, whatever it is, they have their
Hmm.
own target audience, and few things are there, like the old things like say comic strip, and those things were like what uh,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
they are they are not actually updated, but they are brought into today's world in a different mode actually.
Okay.
Like they are outdated initially because comic
Hmm.
strip,
Hmm.
no
Hmm.
one were at one particular point they have stopped it, not stopped it, the production was less. uh,
Right. Right.
Previously, like in during what 1990s to 2000, comic strip was huge, but
Hmm.
nowadays
Hmm.
people seeing it as has what they have reduced the comic book, but now due to what the PDF,
Hmm. Hmm.
even in the memes, and
Hmm. Hmm.
whatever it is as an advertisement or something, this comic strip are again what reborn in a different mode. Previously,
Right.
the
Right.
comic strip are like hand drawn and those things. Now they have a number of things like Toon Boom. They have Photoshop, Illustrator, etc. to what bring in a
Hmm.
different form.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's what each one has a different audience, and still that audience are what behind it. Only thing
That's
is,
true. That's
like
true.
there might be less and there might be more. That's it. But they are never extinct.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Yeah.
One question that's been always asked, and it's one of the favorite questions from the student side, that what are the things that you would like to see in the student show reel once they pass out from the university? What are the
Yeah.
fundamental things that you'd like to see?
Yeah, in the previous meeting, in our meeting, I said that don't bring a short film or something.
Hmm.
Why? Because it never, see, suppose if a student is doing a short film, then he has to do his own reel also, his
Hmm. Hmm.
own
Hmm.
show reel. Why? Because in a group, in a teamwork, obviously,
Hmm.
yes, their work is there, their contributions are there, but as a viewer, I don't know where they have put it. We have
Hmm.
to set
Hmm.
it.
Hmm.
What say sometimes the modeler might actually what he will be dominant than the animator. Sometimes the animator will be
Hmm.
dominant
Hmm.
than the
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
normal modeling. Okay,
Got
so
your point.
what
Got your
happens
point.
is,
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
so there someone's what, or it might be a what equal distribution might be there. The talent might be
hmm.
equally distributed
Hmm.
also,
Hmm.
but the only thing is, to us initially it's the person who is going to come, not as a team.
That's
So
very true.
that is
In short, I think what you are, I'm sorry, I think you are trying to
mm,
say that a student should have majority of
mm,
work as an individual, not as a group, because he
group,
need to
yes.
be, or he will be evaluated based on his personal work, not as a team work. Correct? If I'm
Not as
right?
a team. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
But
okay.
in the same way, suppose if a college is requiring a short film or something, yes, a student can
Hmm.
do it. But
Hmm.
the only thing is, he should also have his own reel. He should also
Hmm.
contribute in the college work. Why they
Hmm.
have to do
Hmm.
a group reel also means it will help them to know how a team is working. It
Hmm. Hmm.
will
True,
bring
true,
them
true.
many ideas to the, how to bring out a project. it will make them equip in a good way that even in tough time, how they can bring in a project. Because, for example, Pixar, John Lasseter has gone to Disney, and he was showing a 3D presentation where Disney got scared initially. They don't, because it will. He thought Disney thought that they will lose their artists because of this. If computer emerges, there won't be artists. Everything will computer will lead us. That's but what John
That's
Lasseter
true.
has done is a revolution. Okay,
True.
and
Jonas has done the
to
revolution. Yes.
yeah, and that single project, the first short film, he had struggled with his team only. Okay, he don't know the full thing. He can't able to bring it. He knows only animation, but with his team only he can bring out few things which he also learned. That's why I'm telling, in a college, if they are doing a small project work also, it will be helpful. It doesn't mean that it is not helpful, but when they are coming to the real world, they should have their real with that knowledge of putting everything together. Yeah.
I think that was very insightful from my side. Thank you for your answers, Vishwaji. And Miss Ruby, you can take over. I think student, if next step, whatever you know, we can go forward.
Thank you.
Ruby ji, if you can hear me. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, and thank you so much, our industry expert, Mr. P.C. Vishwanathan, for joining us today. It's a wonderful talking to you, hearing you, all the advice and all the expertise, all the experience you have shared with our attendees. Now we'll move on to our admission expert, Mr. Anubhav Kalia. Over to you, sir, for all the detailed information about the admission process. So I'm providing you the right, sir. Give me a moment. Yes, sir. Over to you now.
Thank you so much, Madam Suman. I hope my screen is visible.
It's visible, very much visible.
Good afternoon, everyone. Lovely Professional University is known for creating academicians, creating researchers, but now we are also known for creating sports persons. So starting on this note, I would like to tell you 13 students of Lovely Professional University have participated in Tokyo Olympics 2020, which was held last year. They brought laurels to the country, to the state, to the university. So we feel proud that nearly 10% of Indian Olympic participants were LPU students. I'll start with the rankings, as this is an important parameter while choosing the university or the college. Recently, in 2022, Times Higher Education Impact Ranking was given by the agency, and they have ranked Lovely Professional University 74th globally, and it was a proud moment for India as well. Moving further with the World University Rankings 2022, where Lovely Professional University ranks 36th among its top universities of India. Moving further with campus life and exposure offered, as everybody knows that last 2 years were tough for the students and their parents, but now it's the end of it. So we should look for the brighter side of our life, and what you can expect from the university, I will be sharing in a few slides. As you can see on your screen, 106th Indian Science Congress was held here at Lovely Professional University campus, and none other than Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, have inaugurated this mega event at LPU campus in 2019. His Holiness Dalai Lama has visited LPU campus and addresses the students during the convocation at LPU. It was a big day for Lovely Professional University, as two former presidents of two different countries were present at university campus, and they awarded degrees to the student during the convocation. A few years ago, late Shri Arun Jaitley have visited LPU campus and inaugurated the LPU Startup School. Not only the politicians, but intellectual, or I would rather say a life coach or a motivational speaker like Shri Gopal Das also visited LPU campus, and they interact with the students and the faculty members of our university. are real heroes, or I would say the real heroes of our young generation. They do visit our university not only for sing and dance, but they interact with the students, they share their life experiences, and they have the great impact on the student life. And the sports icon Mahendra Singh Dhoni is also one of those personalities. Moving further with the infrastructure part, as when the student need to join the university or the college, so the parents and the student need to take care of the infrastructure also. So you can see on the screen, this is a big building, joins 14 blocks back to back and houses the central library of the university. This is the inside view of Shanti Devi Mittal Auditorium, where 2,500 people can sit together. This is a 9-story building and the central library of the university, which is fully automated, and all schools of the university have their own library available in their respective blocks. At the center of lovely professional university, we have a shopping mall available. Let me take you to the inside of the mall, where students will meet their daily needs. A recreational area such as bowling. If you're a health freak, you can join gym with all sort of facilities available. We have a full-fledged hospital, uni hospital available in the university, which is operational 24/7 with all sort of medical emergencies. This is the aerial view of our indoor stadium, in which the student will get a Olympic size swimming pool, badminton court, volleyball courts, and a shooting range also. This is the front view of our university and a beautiful picture clicked by one of our students, and this is the night vision of the university. As in the starting, Madam Ruby has told you that I will be covering the fee and the scholarship part. So I want to take you to the website of the university, which is www.lpu.in. I've already opened this website. So whenever you open this website, there are some icons, there are some buttons on which you can click. So I recommend you to click on this admissions button, and there are some programs after 12th, after graduation. So I will discuss the program after graduation. So here all the disciplines which university is offering after graduation will be showing to you. So I will share the fee and eligibility of the multimedia and animation design. So in this discipline, we have two programs. One is MSc Design Multimedia and M Design Multimedia. So I'll take example of MSc Design Multimedia, which is of 2-year program in which the student need to attend 4 semesters, and the eligibility for this program is 50% marks required in bachelor's degree any discipline, subject to qualify LPU NEST or SEED exam, which is a national level test, or undergraduate NID EG exam. So what is this LPU NEST? LPU NEST is Lovely Professional University National Entrance and Scholarship Test, which will give you 2 benefits. One is it will make you eligible for the program. Second, it will give you the opportunity for the scholarship. So I will discuss about the fee and scholarship now. If I talk about the basic fee for this program is 1,20,000 for 1 semester. But there are some scholarships based upon which the student can get. So there are 3 categories. The one is LPU NEST. Second is on the basis of graduation or 12th marks, or on the basis of SEED rank. So I will discuss one by one. If the student got category 1 in LPU NEST, or the student got 90% marks in graduation, or 95% marks in 12th, or the student got 1 to 500 rank in SEED exam, the student will be considered in category 1 of scholarship, which is 60% of program fee. Means you just need to pay 48,000 for 1 semester. Second category of scholarship says if the student got category 2 of LPU NEST, or the student got 80 to 89.9% in graduation, or 90 to 94.9% in 12th, or SEED rank is 501 to 1000, student will be eligible for 50% scholarship, and the fees will remain 60,000 per semester. If I talk about the third category of scholarship, which says if the student falls under category 3 of LPU NEST, or the student got 70 to 79.9% in graduation, or 80 to 89.9% in 12th, or SEED's rank from 1,001 to 1,500, the student will be eligible for 40% scholarship, which is a category 3, and the student need to pay 72,000 for 1 semester. So I would like to tell you the student will be eligible for only 1 scholarship, whichever will be the highest. Either it is based upon LPU NEST or based upon graduation marks, or based upon 12th marks, or based upon your national level performance, which is SEET or NID test. Okay, so it's about the fee and scholarship of this program. So now I want to tell you about some other scholarship which is offered by the university. These are the scholarship which is based upon academics. So there are some other scholarships which are being offered by the university under special categories. The one is scholarship based upon innovation, startup and entrepreneurship. Scholarship on the basis of sports, culture, research and development, co-curricular activities, social service and bravery awards. And there are some financial aid which is being offered by the university. The one is financial aid need-based scholarship, financial aid for serving retired defense, CAPF, paramilitary personnel and their dependents, financial aid for person with certain disability. So these are some other categories in which the student can get scholarship if he or she is not eligible for any other scholarship. So if I talk about the important dates for this program, as while discussing about the eligibility part, I have told you about the LPU test. So the last date to apply for the test is 25th of May 2022, and after that you need to appear for the test from 15th to 31st of May. We'll declare the result on 6th of June, and the last date to take admission is 25th of June. So it's about the fee, eligibility, scholarship and the last date. So I've told you this is 25th May is the last date to apply for the test. So I suggest and I recommend you, if you have not applied, so still you have 5 days to left to apply for the test. So you can visit our website and you can apply for the test. So it's all about the fees, eligibility and scholarship part. Over to you, Madam Ruby.
Thank you so much, sir, for a detailed information about the admission part, the eligibility, fee, scholarship, and infrastructure part of the university. So thank you, everyone. So this webinar was on successful career options after graduation in fine arts and multimedia. And thank you, experts. Your years of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present the topic in such an interesting way produced one of the most wonderful morning for all the attendees. So on behalf of all the attendees, I thank you for the insightful presentation. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will able to utilize this information provided in this webinar to take admissions. So thank you so much once again for your valuable time. And with this, officially signing from today's webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ruby. Thank you, Anubhaji. Thank you, Vishwaji, for your time.
Yes, thank you, Sandeep, for inviting. Thank you.